Welcome to the South Pod, where we cover the storylines and the stats of the NFC South. I'm your host, Corey, and we're going to talk about week 8 recap. You know, if I was a betting man, no pun intended, this was not the week to be betting. Not at all, because it was some weird stuff going on, in the NFL this week. I ain't even going to say weird, but we know what it is. I'm just glad I ain't Chauncey Billups, man, because it was suspect like a mug this week. All 1-6 teams were performing like they were 6-1 teams. The Tua, all of a sudden he can see now. He throwing to the right team, man. 4 touchdowns. He went from 4 interceptions last week to 4 TDs this week. It was crazy, man. We had all kind of stuff to talk about, but we're gonna get right into it, man. I got my boys with me, the usual suspects. I got Frodo, Ant-Man is here, and Will is here. We attrition is happening right now. We losing a lot of people due to losses that their teams are taking. They don't want to show up when their teams lose, so we gonna roll with it. Especially when they get embarrassed, they don't want to show up. But we gonna keep it moving because we got a interesting crew that can always carry the show in one of our absence. But how y'all doing today, fellas?
Man, doing good, bro. That shakeup, though. I like that shakeup.
Man, hey, I told y'all in the text, man, on Sunday. I said, bro, the 1-6 teams, they performing like they ready to play now. And like you said, Kratos, hey, the jig is up.
Mm-hmm.
The feds on them. The feds on them. They want to play now,
And I hope. Oh, my bad, Kool-Aid.
No, go ahead.
Man, go after Vegas ass too. Go after Vegas ass too.
Hey, but y'all notice how they when they I'm gonna shift gears real quick. You notice how they threw Chauncey and Rozier out there, but they call all the others the Mafia. Who is the Mafia? Put a name on it. You put a name on them.
They stay.
You put a name on them. You know what I'm saying? But the Mafia.
Scapegoat.
Okay. Yeah. They the scapegoats, sacrificial lamb.
Yeah. Shit, I wouldn't put no name on it, man. You crazy? I ain't worried about Chauncey Billups coming to shoot me. I ain't worried about them. Put a name on it. Shit, no. We gonna call them the Giuseppe. We gonna leave it with the. We don't know who they is.
Hey, you said the Giuseppe Ant.
Yeah, we don't know who they is. We just know there were other individuals that was in line with the investigation. We're not completely sure who. We have 30. We have people in custody. What we do know is these soft-ass NBA players, Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier, who have no legal and no criminal past and no non-violent crimes, we know we got them. We know we got them.
Absolutely. And then I think Bijan, is in that category now because y'all saw what he did Sunday in the first drive. You saw what he did.
Gave the ball to him.
Said, hey, here we go. Oops. He pulled a Terry Rozier. He pulled a Terry Rozier, man. That shit was hilarious, man. Hey, my boy Abe said Billups is a shooter, just not that kind. Shout out to my boy Abe, man. Yes, sir. He definitely a shooter. That's crazy. Tell me what you repping back there, man. I see the Jamaican flag.
Of course, man. Big ups to our people out in Jamaica right now, man, that's getting beat up with that damn Category 5 hurricane that came through there, man. So, if y'all have visited the island, they all good people out there, man. I love visiting, love being out there. So many people here in the United States that have Jamaican roots, have family in Jamaica. So just think about them, man. So decided to since my team is a geriatric platoon, I said I'm gonna go ahead and support a good cause. I'm making sure I show love to my people in Jamaica. We're praying for y'all.
Yeah.
Hopefully everybody is safe as possible, through this storm, and hopefully the right amount of help comes to you when
Absolutely, man. Shout out to Jamaica, man. I've been seeing some of the videos, boy. Our folks hilarious. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yep. Because
our folks are hilarious.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, you ain't got that Jamaican party horn on that mo?
Nah. Oh, that pim. Hey, I got that mug. I got it. I'm gonna make it happen. Say less. But tell us, since we got you got the flag up. Let's talk about your game, man. Let's just dive into it, man. I got a lot of questions, but I'm gonna let you have the floor first. Go and get it off your chest.
That man, just fuck Raheem Morris. They gotta go. Fire his ass. Fire him and Zach Robinson. Go back to LA where they came from or wherever they came from. That's my recap of the game because that's just coaching. You can't get your team up for a 1-16, and
Nah,
that's two embarrassing losses in the same year, bro. That's just and both times the players looked like they was uninterested. So we talked about it a little bit. It
yeah,
was like you lost the team. You put Kirk
yeah.
Cousins in, his timing is way the hell off, that's coaching.
Yeah.
You knew that Penix was had a very slight chance of starting. You should have had Kirk, which he probably did get most of the reps and practice all goddamn week. How you that off on a team that you were starting quarterback for last year? So either Kirk was just saying, okay, here's my payback for putting me on the bench. I ain't gonna make these critical passes when I should make these easy ass passes. Whatever it is. But the whole team is looking like shit right now with the laughing stock of the league. I told y'all in the text message, I can't even rep that uniform, that team for the rest of the year. I'm done. My season is over. I just want that coach and his sorry ass OC gone. And we start over. We got too much damn talent on that team to be playing like we're playing. That's
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Because 45 yards rushing from one of the top 2 running backs in the league, 45 yards.
right.
There is no way. There is no way. And like you said, to me, that's play calling and coaching.
Right.
Because I don't know. They say the first 15 plays is scripted, right? Every coach comes in and he has a 15 plays that he want to run to get a feel for the defense, and you adjust accordingly based off of that. I don't know what he's doing. I really don't.
He don't know.
Well, that's obvious.
He don't know.
But he come from that McVay coaching tree though, man. And everybody that's supposedly came from that tree supposed to be grade A top notch, So I don't understand what the disconnect is. And then you let Ray McLeod go, and the passing game is still not what it's supposed to be. I mean, I expected more. We all expected more. And like we always say every year, it's 2 teams coming out of NFC South. We've been saying that since we started this, and we never get that because one falls off and one hits a slump and ends up having to fight his way all the way to week 18 just to make the playoffs, man. And the shit is pathetic. It is. We don't look good as a whole division, and we just winning. We're the top seed by default. That's how I feel like because nobody else want to do it. You know what I mean? Nobody else wants it.
Now, y'all look like the most complete team in the NFC South. Like I know last year you had your rant about Todd Bowles, man, but y'all won the division in an unlikely way last year, but y'all won it again for the 5th time. And this year, Baker looked like MVP Baker. I know last game wasn't an impressive game by him, but he's everybody had their down. But hell, y'all was what 6-1.
Yep.
So
6-2.
6-2. So it's like y'all still are a good team. Got all the pieces. Been injured, a little dinged up here and there. But I mean, y'all are a good team. I've been saying that all season. We have a good team. We just don't have the right coaching. I thought that our head coach would wise up and try to figure something out with the offensive side of things because Jeff Ulbrich is doing his damn well best on that defense. And, after a while, those guys will look and bewildered because of what they saw from the offense. Like, they need a little bit of inspiration too. Sometimes get up a little bit. And it's just sad. And we hear the same bullcrap message from Raheem. And it's all boils down to his coaching, man. It's nothing. I've coached. I know Will coach. I know you coach, Corey. We've all played. Shit. We know when the coach get on us about us not being to our level, and we go out there and turn around. We go out there and bust our ass and make things happen. At least make it look good. That team is 1-6. They don't block worth a damn. We barely. I don't even think we got 1 sack last game, and hardly no pressure on this guy. And all of a sudden, that defense on the other side is a grade A top defense. And
I-
while we on this, man, usually I do my little Twitter thing sometime later on, but let's pop this up, man, and take a look at that.
what we got here? What is that? Talk about it. Talk about it. Because I ain't got my glasses on, sir.
All right. It says investigate the entire Falcons coaching staff and Bijan Robinson. Most blatantly rigged game I've seen in years, hands down. Atlanta Falcons were 95% bet on the money line by the public today. Getting blown out by the 1-6 Dolphins, these effing clowns need to be thrown in prison.
Hey, like I said, it's gonna still be some little shenanigans that fucking slide through. But for the most part, fucking right. Investigate. Yeah.
But see, the thing about this though, and y'all know it, Ant-Man talk about this. Atlanta is the type of team that's gonna go mollywop the Patriots on Sunday. That's the type of team that they are. And it's like there's no consistency. Speak on that.
Yeah, for me, I mean, there's so many issues, foundational issues with Atlanta. It's like, honestly, you don't even know where to start. Coaching is definitely a problem. I think when they come out and play the way that they started, with Raheem being this is second stint, obviously after leaving Tampa, you do a lot of soul searching. You tell yourself, man, these are some things I want to do differently the next time I get an opportunity. And I mean, Kirk Cousins, he's a veteran enough to, if in an instance he has to come right off the bench and play, he should be able to fill in admirably. He should be. And I mean, I'm seeing buddies running deep comebacks. He's throwing deep fades. The timing is off. He has no understanding of the offense. The offense absolutely lacks identity from week to week. 1 week they look like, yeah, we about to come out here. We got to get 33 to 40 rush attempts a game, to turn around like, yeah, we're only going to pass it 15 times, which is exactly what they did against San Francisco. And you say, okay, then they want to come out 1 week like they did against Tampa. They want to be this pass-heavy team. And it's really simple. The offense needs to run through Bijan. Like, he needs to get them Christian McCaffrey type touches. He should be getting 28 to 30 touches a game. And
Absolutely.
it's the same issue I've had with even though they're not the Bills. They play so much better when they play through Cook. But the same thing with Atlanta is like, Atlanta will come out and say, yeah, we're going to only give Bijan 14 carries, and we're going to try to get him activated in the passing game. When everything that needs to be ran offensively needs to flow through Bijan, whether it's play action, whether it's sending him motions and making a defense shift, dictating what coverages they're in by shifting him out to the slot, whatever you have to do, and they change it. Sometimes they're doing it, sometimes they're not, and then by the time they even figure it out or don't figure it out, they're getting blown out. And so, to me, it honestly goes back to coaching, because it's the lack of preparation. It's the lack of identity. Even defensively, sometimes they look out. So, I mean, we're talking about the fucking Dolphins. They were reeling. And I was so certain that, I'm like, this is the game that they're going to be punching McDaniels in his face and getting him the hell up out the building. And that man bought himself another 2 weeks.
Yep.
He sure did, because
2 weeks.
I personally, I wanted Atlanta to win, because I'm looking at the defense. I'm looking at Chubb. I'm looking at Phillips at the linebackers. I'm like, oh, them good trade pieces. We need one of them. I'm like, Atlanta going to win, and they going to open up a fire sale. Like, hey, the season over. We can go ahead and start trading people. Then they go out there and they play like they the old Miami when Tyreek Hill first got there. They start playing like that.
The crazy part more, and I'm just being transparent, I literally picked up, my quarterback was hurt this week. I picked up Kirk Cousins in my fantasy league. Dude has 7 points. I really believe this dude gonna come out on a revenge tour, show that, hey man, like, y'all benched the wrong guy, and I'm gonna put myself out there to the highest bidder. It was the worst damn performance I have ever unequivocally seen. Like, the dude had 7 damn points. It was embarrassing. It was utterly embarrassing.
You stole some of my thunder. Shit, I was about to say
jump in there, Kratos.
It's crazy that, like, but Will said it, and that's what I was going to say. He said, how are you a veteran quarterback and you cannot come off the bench? Because we know you practice. We know you fucking practice. So how you cannot come off the bench and start gunning, and you weren't. And like you said, they wasn't running Bijan. Same thing with damn Carolina, but we're gonna talk about that. But I'm just saying, y'all got Bijan, bro, the monster. Why y'all not running that dude more than But I can't talk because we do the same fucked up shit as well. So
Tell it, got a question for you in the chat. I need you to respond to it. You're on mute, T.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. Like you said, Corey, I thought that Miami be the one that be the wholesale team. I've said for many weeks that I want Mike Daniel as our OC next year. That could be the only thing I think could save Raheem's job if he were to make that move. But I think he got a phone call. Raheem got a phone call from McDaniel saying, "Hey man, I need this. Help me out." Just like Raheem did to Quinn when we beat the Commanders at home. So hell, I don't know, but yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't know who's buying and selling right now because shit, everybody that should be selling, they're locked in contract wise too much. I think Trey Hendrickson from Cincinnati might be on the move next year because they only gave him a 1-year extension, but he ain't making himself a high value target by the way he's playing.
Definitely, and plus he a little banged up or whatever. But to answer your question, Abe, we were looking at all of the teams that had the losing records. Like, I ain't taking no shot at you, but
Saints?
your Giants, your Giants, the Saints, and like Telly spoke on Cincinnati, Hendricks. A lot of people looking at out for him. He on a 1-year deal, so we thought Cincinnati might be in a selling option. Also with Miami, like we were speaking about, all the 1-6 teams, we thought after last week they were going to be selling, and they all won this weekend. So it's like it's kind of up in the air now to see who's moving. I know Tennessee is trading. No, you didn't. Your whole team need to be gone. Your whole team need to be for sale. So yeah, I know Tennessee selling. They selling everybody but the quarterback and they D tackle Simmons. So we got Tennessee, Cincinnati. Go ahead, Ant.
Yeah, I still see all those teams, aforementioned, the Jets, the Saints. I still see them as sellers. I think my squad and your squad are in the same boat. I think we're looking for a pass rusher. We don't know who and what that's going to be. It may be a guy that's used to be a name, maybe a young guy from another team that you liked in the draft at some point or another. But I think the teams that are selling are pretty obvious. I don't think anything has changed with the Jets.
No.
That might be the only win that they get this year, more than likely. But I still think the Bengals are sellers because of the nature of the Trey Hendrickson contract. He's under contract for 1 year. He's playing on a 1-year, $30 million deal. He's halfway through it. So whoever picks him up is only going to have to pay the other 12 remaining $1 million. I think he's movable. I think he's going to be moved, but I think the sellers are pretty obvious. Like, I don't think nothing's changed too much. I still think the Dolphins are selling. I don't see them coming out here really turning that thing around and making themselves contender at the end.
Yeah, I'm with you, Ant, on that one, but I'm gonna have to disagree with you on the draft picks because a lot of these GMs, they like to hoard their picks, man, because they feel like they can find the next big thing in the draft. Because if you notice, there weren't too many free agency signings this year. Everybody was relying on building through the draft or whatnot. But we'll see, man. Like I said, defensive ends and linebackers is a hot commodity for a lot of contending teams.
Yeah, I was going to say more along the lines of you got to kind of go off the team's MO. I look at San Francisco. Every year we've been in contention. We've traded for a player at the deadline. Whether I remember 1 year it was Emmanuel Sanders. A couple years ago it was Chase Young, Arden Key, the kid we got out of Houston who's now in Kansas City, the defensive end there. Omenahue, Cleveland Farrell out of Vegas. So I mean, we've gone out on a limb. Even Christian McCaffrey, we've gone out and we've gotten guys if we feel that we can compete down the stretch. They've usually gone out and gotten guys at the deadline. So I think it's really just following the team's MO and what picks do they value, like order, and if a team's like doing a good faith negotiation, they're not asking for like a second round pick for Trey Henderson or some shit. I think if it's like a fourth or fifth rounder, I say yeah, why not?
Absolutely. I want to shift to the right real quick, man. Hey, Abe, them some good questions, man. Those are some great questions. That's my boy. If y'all don't know, y'all check him out, man. At fightsatw.com. You can get him on YouTube at Abe G Boxing. Hey, he got some pretty good takes, man. I call him the Puerto Rican Max Kellerman, but he's a little better. He's a little better. So check him out if y'all in the boxing, man. He doing his thing. But the trade deadline, I think we'll see some things happening probably later this week. Maybe later this week or whatever. They got to November 4th, so we should see some chips start to fall, and we'll hopefully, all the contenders make some moves, because me personally, I feel like if you feel like you're one player away from making a deep run, you should do that. Trade picks don't matter to me at that point. But then, like they were interviewing my coach today, Bowles, and he basically said it's got to be the right fit and at what cost. So that's telling you right now, they're not trying to spend that much money. They're not. And Jason Light, he loves draft picks. He would rather hold on to every draft pick he got and build through the draft. But to me, you can't keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. So if he doesn't make a move during this trade deadline, that tells me all I need to know. They're content with hosting one playoff game if we win the division and possibly, winning that game, that first round. They happy with that. That's a success to them. But I ain't built like that shit. I done seen you do it. I need to go further. So you need to make a move. That's just how I see it. What you think, Kratos? I know, wait, before you speak, I know you ain't got no dog in this fight, but go on, give us your take.
Hey, it was stated earlier. Just go and trade the whole team, bro. we got so much damn work cut out for us, man. It's ridiculous, bro. Not to mention they just benched damn Rattler for damn Tyler shit. So again, as you said, I don't have a dog in this fight. I just got to see what this dude is going to be, his actions are come Sunday, because it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, before we get into your quarterback change, let's talk about that game, man. It was a interesting game for me. We had just came off a loss to Detroit or whatever. Didn't look like ourselves on offense, whatever. And I'm thinking, okay, this is a rivalry game, and this is usually around the time where Tampa Bay phones it in, and they go on a little 4-game losing streak, going into the bye, whatever. Then they come out and they be rejuvenated or whatever. So I didn't think we were gonna be this competitive on the defensive side against the Saints, whatever, because the Saints always play us tough. However, we were robbed that game. If you watch the game, you know exactly what I mean. We were robbed. They took 14 points away from us. 14 points on a whistle that was not blown. And talking about Winfield was down on the interception. He clearly was not touched. That's 14 points. So the game should have been a lot worse than what the scoreboard depicts.
You beat me to the punch.
Go ahead.
All right. So, and I said this last week. I'm just happy that y'all wasn't fucking at full health. Because if Tampa would have came to fucking New Orleans at full health, everybody healthy and running the way y'all normally run, dog, it'd have been worse. The ass whipping would have been worse. I'm serious. I just call a spade, bro. Dog. I mean, not saying that this wasn't bad. This was bad. Dog, we can't even beat a team that's damn, as we say, Wounded Warrior Battalion. What the fuck? And I'm not taking nothing from your team because your team is still good. I'm just saying that, goddamn, we didn't have a dog in the fight. We couldn't even pinch y'all. That's some bad shit, bro.
It might appear that way. Go ahead,
bro.
Yeah, I watched the game. I mean, it was just ugly. Love what Tampa Bay's defense. They were very advantageous when it came to attacking the football. It seemed like they came out with the intent to attack the football. Offensively, I did not like. I hated what Tampa was doing. They could not find their niche. There were some struggles there. As to be expected. But I felt like there were some opportunities for them to take advantage of the Saints. They did a lot of stuff under center, which was actually really surprising. They seemed like they wanted to establish running the football. That shit didn't look good, especially at the goal line. Like it was getting a little crazy at the goal line.
It was ugly.
It
Will,
was
it was ugly. I mean, case in point. Go ahead, Will. Go ahead.
and I'm looking at it like, well, they can't do it again. And then they turn around. Obviously they had the foreign out there, and then they did it again, and then fortunately got it in. But it was looking like this shit's the definition of insanity. Like it's not working, and he's not getting pushed. He doesn't have pop. And then I guess they got Sean Marks in there, and he got in there, and it was just like I just did not like what I saw. From if they felt like they thought they had something in the run game, but they did not have what they scouted. They didn't have it.
They had absolutely nothing. And the thing that told me they didn't have nothing, Chase Young was whooping Worth's ass. I've never seen that before in my life. I'm like, what in the hell is going on, Tristan?
Yeah.
What is going on?
The penalties on him was crazy. Crazy.
It was I couldn't believe it, man. And then for the life of me, I do not understand goal line why we gonna stack spread. If your line is horrible, right now. They banged up. Hopefully we get Gedeke back, after the bye, whatever. But your line is not in sync, and you weren't running the ball like you thought you was running the ball. And another thing, the Baker magic has worn off. That's worn off. There's no more MVP talk. He done that. You say he had a bad game. This game, he had a horrible game. 2 games going into the bye against Detroit and against this team. He can't connect on his throws. They all high. If it wasn't for Tez in the passing game, him and Iden, it might have been a different story. Baker's banged up. I don't care what they say. He's banged up from having to carry the team them first 4 games. We saw it. Everybody saw it. He's banged up because his throws are off. They are way off. And Emeka is still hurt. Thank God for this bye, because I don't think they can hold up. And what defenses are doing now, Mike is gone. Okay, we're going to roll it over to Emeka. We're going to roll the coverage to Emeka. And me personally, everybody, they say he's another Chris Godwin. If you know Chris Godwin is a route runner. He's not a take the top off number 1A guy. He's a 1B. He run good routes, and he going to catch the ball. So if that's what Emeka is, you don't have a number 1 receiver. That's easy to cover. To me, that's easy to cover. Now, mind you, we're missing Bucky Irvin, so that's another threat that we didn't have available to us. But Rashad White has been carrying the load. I got no issues with Rashad. I wish Tucker could get more carries, but the offense just seems out of sync, and I think there's enough film out there now on Grizzard, our offensive coordinator, and they seem to know what he's doing.
Well, I personally don't see that being. I don't think that's the problem. I really do, because of the nature of that offense and what it's rooted in. And they were showing it during the game. Is the significant difference when you don't have a Bucky Irvin. Bucky Irvin he's probably not Bijan or not Christian McCaffrey, but he ain't but a few notches below. Right. He can do everything, and that makes in that offense, which is predicated off matchups. It's from the McVay Shanahan tree. If you don't have a Bucky Irvin in there, and Rashad White's a good pass catcher, but he ain't Bucky Irvin. He does not impact the passing game the way Bucky Irvin does, and he does not have the pop that Bucky Irvin does. And I don't think that it's out. The book is out on Grizzard. I just really think that it's easier to scheme against this team without all those guys out there, running around. Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, or one or the other. And then, like you said, Emeka Egbuka is not a 1. He is a receiver that likes to play in space. He's a slot receiver.
Right.
That's what he is, and he wants to play in space. But the thing is, you got to have a great tight end. You got to have a great runner, somebody to open up the field for him. And if you don't have that, he's gonna get a lot of attention from get chipped by linebackers that ain't scared of getting coverage on the line on the tight end. He gonna get chipped by he gonna have blocking responsibilities on the end, and so it's a lot, man. I don't think the book is out. I just think the way the offense is designed is you need another guy out there with in the backfield and with Emeka Egbuka, so that he opens it up, because he looks a lot different when Mike Evans out there. He looked like he
yes,
opened
he
all.
does. Yes, he does. You see what I'm saying? So that gives a newfound respect to what Mike Dub brings to the offense. A newfound respect. But we'll see. It's the week to
But
make moves.
but like
It's
I
the week to
said,
make moves. Go ahead, Will.
like I said, I'm glad we played y'all at the way y'all played, because imagine when all your players come back, y'all gonna be fucking on running on all fucking cylinders. So
But listen to this. This is my whole thought process on it. Everybody keeps saying, wait till they get back. Wait till they get back. Okay, let's look at who we getting back. You get back your right tackle, Gedeke. Okay, solidify the line somewhat. You're still missing your right guard. But hey, everybody back in where they need to be. You get Bucky Irvin back. That opens up another dynamic. So now with Gedeke back, Auden doesn't have to stay in and block too much. So we can get him out there on routes, like Ant said, to try to, stretch the field and take the coverage away from Mecca or whatever. So we get Godwin. Man, I don't know what the hell going on with this dude. He frail. He is frail now. It is ridiculous. It's his fibula now. He broke his ankle last year, and it's the fibula on the opposite side of the leg. But they say he's getting better, and he's trending upward. But what scares me the most is we're supposed to be deep at wide receiver, and there's no talk of McMillan returning. Last word we got was he's still in a neck brace. Fellas, y'all don't know like I know. If this dude is still wearing a neck brace right now,
it ain't
we're
looking
not
good.
getting production from him when and if he does come back. That's I don't see him coming back and solidifying the wide receiver room. Thank God Tez is stepping up, getting more reps, and he doing this thing. But they need to be making moves this week. They need to. If they're gonna be who they think they are, they need to be making moves this week. The defense now, I'm not mad at the defense. Anthony Nelson came in, and that was unexpected. When he got the tip and interception on Rattler or whatever, then he got the forced fumble strip sack on Rattler. Defense, like Ant was saying, they was hungry. They were
Yeah.
turnovers. That's what Bowles was preaching, turnovers. Mind you, we playing against two quarterbacks who aren't experienced in recognizing what he's doing. So he really ain't got to disguise his blitz that much. Whatever. But that defense, the defense is playing playoff football right now. They are. If you call the Saints game a good game, if they carry that forward, they should be able to keep us in games until this offense gets they shit together. What you think, Telly? You kind of quiet over there.
It's one of those quiet weeks, man. You see, I got my Special Olympics hat on today. That's who that's on my theme is. What I think about in the Special Olympics. Yeah, I don't have any thoughts, man. To be honest with you, I think that everybody's going through injuries right now. Everybody's having their thing, but I still remain the fact that you're 6-2 through the injuries, through the inconsistency, through the figuring some things out, through Baker being a hero. And I agree with you. He is a little banged up. That's probably why he's not playing optimal right now, which he rates that. Hell, he taking some shots. We talked about it, throughout the first 4 weeks of the season where he was running for critical first downs and stuff like that. He was doing whatever it took to get y'all those W's. So it's a good thing that y'all on a bye week this week. You got time to heal up, rest up, get some Blue Cross Blue Shield going
He
on.
did like pickle juice.
Get a little pickle juice, man. He'll be right. He'll be all right, man. Look, as Grandma used to say, put a little tussin on that thing. He'll be fine.
I tell you this though, man, I'm gonna stand by it. If they don't make a move, we already know what's happening, and I'm gonna leave it at that. But moving on to
who you gonna get?
Man, shake the trees. Do something like me personally. Me and my boy was talking about it. I don't need a big name number one. What about Jerry Jeudy? He's suffering in Cleveland. You think he won't benefit from a new change of scenery? I mean, that's just an honest opinion.
He
you don't think so?
But he would. But you talk about Cleveland. They ain't let him go.
I'm just saying, you got to be shaking the trees to find something. I'm not really on the offense, whatever. But like me and Ann was talking, defensive ends, man, the linebackers. They were talking about what's the linebacker from Cincinnati? His ain't Phillips. That's Miami. I think his name Brooks. Yeah, Brooks from Miami. Also, they was talking about him as a trade option at linebacker because Levante doing his thing, but he need help. He need help at the linebacker position. So if you're not going to go out the DN, you got to go get something. You have to. There's if you're going to try to make a long run, you got to make a move. You got to. And speaking of making moves, the Niners are moving backwards because they went to Texas, and I don't know, maybe they were throwing the head coach a solid like Quinn did you, Telly. You know, D'Amico needed a win, so Shanahan's like, all right, we'll give you one. We'll give you one because we want you to keep the job. San Francisco lost 15-26 to the Houston Texans. Houston put up a total of 475 yards, 318 from C.J. Stroud. He looked like the freshman C.J. Stroud when he first entered the league. They rushed for 157 yards, and surprisingly, the Niners only rushed for 48 yards. And what was going on with that?
Yep. As to be expected, I mean, the more and more Mac Jones play, eventually Mac Jones gonna come out. I mean, I wasn't really particularly surprised. I mean, we got out there. Again, significant amount of injuries. Bryce Huff went down the last game at the end of the Atlanta game. Apparently had a hamstring injury, so we had absolutely no pass rush. With Bryce Huff now being out for 2 weeks since the Atlanta game, we tried to roll with what we had. It just wasn't working. It was just all kinds of stuff. The offense couldn't sustain drives. I think the first half it was like a total of like 280 something yards to like literally like 19 yards. They had the ball the whole first half. We got out of the first half somehow. Got the first half to 16-17 because we scored right before halftime. And I was like, man, maybe we can come here and get 7 points, in the third quarter out of the half because we got the ball back and 3 and out again. And so that was kind of story of the day, 3 and out. The Texans dominating the time of possession and winning the game. But I wasn't surprised. It just goes to show again, if you watch the game, that there's a significant difference between having Brock Purdy and Mac Jones. I love him. I appreciate all that he's done. But it's going to eventually, it's eventually people going to get tape on you, and you got to play above that. And I just don't think he's there just yet.
Understood. But looking forward, when y'all play this scrimmage game on Sunday, what are you looking to see?
I want dominance. I want to see our guys get back. I don't know if they're coming back because this is the last game before we go on bye. So it's going to be interesting to see how Kyle Shanahan plays it. Honestly, I anticipate, weirdly, another Mac Jones game. I don't see the reason to put Brock out there if there's still concerns about the turf toe. Ricky Pearsall about his knee. And then after the bye, I expect us to make a run. I think this is a winnable game for us. I think the Giants are reeling too. Two really, really bad injuries to their team, to two of their better young players. Obviously, Neighbors a few weeks ago, and now Cam Scatterboo. So I think it's right for the taking for us. And I think we can go into the bye with a win and come back out of the bye. Kyle Shanahan reported that Brandon Ayuk is right there. And maybe out of the bye, they open up his practice window, maybe during the bye, and we go from there.
I got a question. You think Mac Jones, because of this one bad game, that's going to call for him to be replaced by Purdy once Purdy gets healthy? Because this is one bad game.
Replaced, brother. He's Players got $50 million a year.
Saying,
I was waiting on that, boy. You can't talk about Purdy now.
No. Like it's funny because I would, the thing with fans of football, we literally forget. I mean, this dude played in the Super Bowl. He led comebacks against both the Lions and the Packers in the playoffs. Like, you're not, he has a great playoff record. I mean, this dude's like 6-3 in the playoffs. One game he didn't even fucking play, which is the NFC Championship game. But I mean, like, you can't win games in the regular season. All of a sudden, you the savior. We appreciate all that Mac Jones has done, but you're not gonna whale me into this whole, these reclamation projects like Geno Smith or Sam Darnold. You are who you are. Eventually, the slipper, the pumpkin gonna turn. There's nothing about Mac Jones that, to me, that just like jump like, oh my God, like there it is. No. I mean, I've seen Brock play and I've seen Mac play, and honestly, just not being biased, there's just a significant difference in how they play. And anybody that's watched the two play, it's a significant difference.
All I'm saying is this.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Go ahead, Kratos.
you got a backup quarterback that's doing damn good. Yes, coaching is involved. I get it. But you still got a backup quarterback that's doing good. Because we can look at some other backup quarterbacks that's playing and they're not doing half the shit that Mac is doing. That's all I'm saying.
No, I kind of agree with you, but you got to remember the business side of it all, man. No team is going to pay a quarterback that much money to sit on the sideline.
True.
I repeat, no team is going to pay a quarterback that much money to sit on the sideline. That's diabolical. I don't know too many teams that's doing that. That's going to.
Yeah,
I know, Tilly. That's why I kept repeating it.
One.
That's why I kept repeating it. Ain't no team going to pay a quarterback $100 million to sit on the sideline. That's crazy work.
I mean, yeah, like I said, it's nothing against Mac Jones. I watched him play. I like what he's done. He's gonna garner us a good pick when that time comes. Because the NFL, teams are smart. Maybe the Saints go get him for a second round or something. You don't know, right? But they're gonna believe that they can save his career and do what Kyle Shanahan has done, and it's gonna be that. But no, Brock is the star of this team. Dude was one play away from winning the Super Bowl. I mean, what else he got? Like, what else does he have to do? He was third in votes for MVP a couple years ago. I mean, what else he got to do?
Man, I could definitely see Mac Jones being that veteran backup for Kellen Moore in the Saints organization. I can definitely see that happening.
I could too.
That would be nice. I'm not
think so?
I need help. Shit.
Yeah, Tyler Show ain't the answer over there, man. But I love what Kellen Moore did, man. I love the fact that I'm of that belief. If actually, I kind of thought about it once Seattle did it, like the Russ year. Like they went out and got Matt Flynn from Green Bay, and they signed him to all that money. It's kind of like what the Jets did with Fields, and they thinking like he's really good, and then they realize we out here like 1-6. We may as well take all these rookies and put them in. And they got out there Richard Sherman, Cam Chancellor. These young corners, and Bobby Wagner birthed the Legion of Boom. I love the fact that Kellen was like, man, look, we asked. Go and throw this dude in here and just like see what he got. May as well. So anybody can go 1-6. So
yeah, definitely. I mean, how you feel, Kratos? We talked about it in the chat when they announced that Tyler Show was going to start. Moving forward.
Fuck. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and call a spade a spade. Y'all called that shit 2 fucking weeks ago.
Sure did.
Y'all called that shit. Hey, and I'm gonna go ahead and admit it. I was like, nah, I think he's gonna run the whole fucking season. And Moore was like, nah, he ain't. So basically, I want to see. I mean, Rattler had a bad game. I mean, we haven't been winning, but he's been putting up the good numbers, And if we had a grade line, for him and some players, some better players, we would be where we need to be. But again, that's neither here nor there right now. I just give him a fucking opportunity to see what he's going to do. And if damn Rattler comes back at the end of the season, then it is what it is. But
I know
fucking opportunity. It's bothering the fuck out of me though.
I don't think you can go back to Rattler. I think that ship has sailed, and I think maybe next year you go into
game though.
Yeah, I just think you go into next year and open the competition up, unless again Show's just completely terrible. But surprisingly, nobody's talking about Kellen Moore losing his job. Is it because of expectations? Because I mean, everybody talks about Aaron Glenn not having a job, but I mean, was it just ever fucking good anyway? So
I mean, you ain't colorblind. I know you live in California, but you ain't colorblind.
No, I'm just saying, like, ain't nobody talking about Kellen Moore neither.
Ain't nobody going
to talk about it. They know. I guess what they're thinking is they know what we're working with right now, and we're just trying to feel people out.
Did y'all think Tennessee was gonna win games this year?
Well, we talked about Tennessee. You know how we feel about Cam Ward. You
I
know,
mean,
so
I mean, so I'm not understanding everybody talking about Aaron Glenn might not. I mean, shit. I guess Kellen Moore's doing a good job then.
you know.
I'm just
Well,
saying.
we didn't
Eric
have no
Glenn
expectations.
just saved his job.
We
Hey,
we not we didn't have any expectations from the Saints this year. That's why we was talking about a fire sale with Kamara being possibly traded,
Yep.
and the fact that Pacheco injured that knee Monday night. Hey, y'all pay attention.
hey,
Pay attention. What I say, Telly? What did I say?
He
but
said he
you,
don't want to go, man.
hey, Mo, like you start fire selling. Where does that leave the Saints next year and the year? I mean, are they in just a do they just say, hey, we completely rebuild? I mean, they old as shit, right?
Right.
I think Cam Jordan. I mean, I don't think they can. They're not going to move him because they're going to let him retire. Saint, I think. But does Cam Jordan want to compete? You know,
Yeah.
like send him over to San Francisco.
Either
That's
way.
a great. Hey, you don't want that, man. You don't want
Shit,
Cam.
shit.
You
Hey,
you don't
Man, he
want
aging
Cam,
out,
man.
bro.
shit. Look, hey, I'm watching Calais Campbell playing Arizona, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Arizona,
He looked good,
absolutely.
man.
Yeah, he looked real good. But speaking of teams that don't look good and trending the wrong way, Panthers versus Bills.
Woo!
I
Hold
wish
up,
he was
hold up,
here
hold up.
tonight. I wish he on IR, y'all. That ass whooping was so potent. He had to take some time out to reflect, man. 40-9. There
Man,
was a James Cook sighting in Carolina. I don't know what happened, but he got motivated when he got to Carolina, man. They rushed for 245 yards. 245 yards.
They stopped
That's
him in the second
insane.
half.
Yeah.
They stopped him in the second half.
It was
First
Shit.
it was too
Did they
late
though?
then, Telly.
Did they
half. I
though?
know. Yeah, I know.
yeah, it was
But
definitely too late.
but to Will's point, man, the Bills did what Will been screaming about for the past couple of weeks when he decided to show up. Talk about them sticking with their run game. When Bills played against us, they ran the ball. Sometimes they stopped, got them in trouble. This game, they were committed to the run, and James Cook carried them to the promised land. So it's the recipe for them. If they keep going, then they're going to be dangerous. That makes me wonder what's going to happen this weekend when Kansas City play against the Bills.
That's gonna be an interesting game, man. Who you think needs that game more? I mean, we done Carolina. They ain't really nothing to talk about. That's one of them games you just throw the tape away. Hey, Red Rocket didn't launch. The Rocket didn't launch. He didn't land on the moon because we never did. So the Rocket didn't launch or nothing like that. So no need to talk about Carolina. But let's go to around the league. Tell I like that. Good transition. KC and the Bills. We already know what we getting, man. This is a regular season game. So whether I think even if Buffalo wins, it's still irrelevant. It's good for seeding, or whatever. But is it really good for seeding? Because KC done showed that they can go handle business when they need to.
Yeah, they
So
looking much better.
I don't think the Bills win this game.
Shit.
I do not. I see if I tell you what, if they don't go through Cook, they're not gonna win this game. They're not
Oh,
gonna win
yeah.
this game. They're not, because Kansas City right now has a rhythm, and we all hate to see it, but they got a rhythm right now. They're in sync. That offense is hitting on all cylinders. The defense, whatever. That's why I say Cook needs to have another solid game, because it's going to open up for the receivers if he does. If Cook doesn't have a solid game, they got a bunch of slot receivers also. And where's Keon Coleman? Is he still
Yeah,
playing?
that's true.
Is he still playing? Like, come on.
That was there wasn't there was one sighting, and that was it from what I saw. So
They need more productivity from the
yeah,
receivers.
Yeah.
particularly in Agent Zero. They need it. So I think KC goes in and they win by 10. That's just me calling it. They win by 10 with the momentum that they're riding right now. Unless Vegas and New York gets involved and
I think they got their hands full already. Well,
yeah.
Vegas might.
And what you think about this game?
Oh man, I think honestly, I'm with you, Mo. It depends on how they come out and play. That's the thing with Buffalo. Week to week, they're two different teams. I think they're starting to see that foundationally. If they can force these Chiefs to load the box and get good runs, primarily off the edge, because with Big Chris Jones there and stuff, they're gonna have some difficulty. But if they can get some good runs off the edge and just run everything through Cook, the short passing game. When they can't run the ball, what does their short passing game look like? Use a lot of screens, stuff like that. But again, everything needs to be centered around Cook. They do that and quit asking Josh Allen to play Superman ball because he makes a lot of mistakes. When he started throwing that thing, he started rolling around. And they try to do quarterback power, and they try to get real creative. Just play football. Just play Bills football. Like it's 0 degrees and snowing. Just run that thing and impose your will on the Chiefs defensive line. And if you can do that, the passing game is gonna be wide open. For wide open.
I agree, man. There needs to be a Cook and Kincaid sighting, for this game. If Kincaid is open and Cook is running, it's gonna be a good game because that Bills defense, they're kind of up and down also. So they're not. I don't know. Maybe they bored with the regular season or whatever because they need to do it in the playoffs. So they get complacent, and they'll throw a couple of games away or whatever. But I don't think they're in a position right now to do this because New England is on top of the division right now, and Drake May is looking like an MVP candidate. He's looking like one. Y'all agree with that?
Mm-mm.
So Drake May is not an MVP candidate.
No.
In your opinion, Telly. Why not?
No. He's having a so-so season, in my opinion. He's doing some good things, but they're structured well that he doesn't have to do a lot. He's making some hell of a passes, throws, here and there throughout the game. But I haven't seen, maybe I missed it. Where's a game that he had, it was on his shoulders to carry the team to a victory. I haven't seen that game yet. So he ain't MVP. He's having a great season, a pretty good season in my opinion, but he ain't, I know people want so bad for the New England Patriots to return back to the Tom Brady New England Patriots, but that's a once in a generation type of player, and Drake May ain't it. So, and I don't even think the head coach is all that. I think Gerard Mayo came in and did some things, put some pieces together. He just didn't get a chance to fully develop into who he was before he kicked to the curb for this clown. Because we've seen this guy coach at other places. First year looks great. He can't carry it past that. Once people figure him out, it's case closed. So I don't buy into the New England hype, including Drake May. Unfortunately, he was at North Carolina. He played football as a quarterback.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yep.
I seen him play in college. He went, that he had some impressive points, but they was taught him as all this and all that. I think he's a decent quarterback, and by next year we'll realize that he's really a backup quarterback. He just had a good year.
Oh, so
tell it who y'all play on Sunday. Who do y'all play? I'm just curious. I'm just curious.
We don't play nobody. We don't play nobody because we ain't played nobody. We don't know how to play football, so we ain't playing nobody. It's just gonna be people on the
who's on the schedule? Who's on the schedule for Sunday for y'all to match up again?
New England. They're probably gonna be
Falcons and them Pats. So
but it's just like you said, man. We stink it up against a whack ass team like Carolina and a whack ass team like Miami, and we'll go out there in New England and play them tough. Whether we win the game or not, we will play them tough. Like we are may miss a play or something like that. It's just the oddest shit in the world. So I don't know what's going to happen on Sunday. But yeah, we played New England. And defensive wise, I think it's going to be a battle between the two teams. I think we still lose the game though, because I have no confidence in my team.
I think New England about to go on a 2-game losing streak. That's just me.
Hey,
I'm gonna leave it at that. They
could
about to
be.
go on a 2-game losing streak.
But I mean,
I see it
it's a nice
happening.
matchup though. I'm interested. I want to see that one. Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, tell his defense they there. They there. Whether that offense show up, if Bijan ain't gonna have 45 yards this game. If he has 45 yards this game, Raheem is gone. Him and I ain't even gonna say Raheem gone, because you know what's gonna happen. He gonna fire the OC.
OC first
to save his job. He gonna fire the OC to save his job, and they'll let Raheem go at the end of the year or something.
No,
like
he'll fire the running backs coach.
Nah, hey, he ain't gonna do that. Tell he gonna fire the tight ends coach, because the tight end missed the block. Pitts missed the block, and Bijan didn't get the amount of yards he needed.
Man, I can't even joke about Pitts, man. Pitts is having a great season this year. Pitts don't give a damn who's throwing the ball. He's catching everything. He's blocking. He's doing everything he's been asked to do. He's doing it, man. You know, I wish you could bottle up contract year performance and put that shit every year, because these teams, man, these players, like when they get contract year, man, they don't have no injuries. They have no problems. They follow every instruction, direction. They show up early.
Because money talks, shit.
Man, come on, dog. So yeah, he's having a great season, contract season this year. So he'll go back to his normal self next year.
We know money is the motivator.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Money is the motivator. Man, what's going on in Minnesota with their quarterbacks, man? If Carson Wentz is banged up and he's still playing, why can't McCarthy play?
Because they realized what they had.
McCarthy ass.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the trade rumors, man, and they said Minnesota is seeking a veteran quarterback.
Damn.
I just seen the 49ers made a trade.
Yeah, I saw that too.
They traded for the Patriots defensive end Keon White.
Yeah, y'all got an offensive tackle too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Patriots got a couple of 6th-round picks or something like that. See, that's what I'm saying, man. Give up them 6 rounds, man. Them 6th-round picks. Come on, let that go. Go get something to help right now. You know,
I think Corey, y'all they said that y'all looking at some wide receivers, and the Saints. They
shit because we ain't got no money.
No, they're saying that your wide receivers are Olave and
Shaheed.
Yeah,
are on trade blocks too, because they got expiring contracts. So basically, trying to get something for them.
Yeah, it just gets worse.
They won't get nothing at the end of the season. So, but they're saying like the Bills, the Broncos, and the Steelers are looking at Shaheed.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the Bills. That's a bad idea for the Bills. I think the only person that he works well for it will be the Broncos. But the Broncos get that, man, they're gonna be a problem. They're already hard. They tough. They're gonna be a serious problem.
Man, the Broncos took a loss, boy, a major loss. Surtain out for 4 weeks, man, on the IR. I ain't like that.
Yeah, that's tough.
I wanted to see them do some things, man, because after KC got the Bills, they got to play Denver. You know, so they were gonna go through a little competitive series for the next 3 weeks, man. We see what they really about. You know, both teams. But hey,
real quick, sorry, Corey. This might add to your fuel what you said about the running back for the Saints.
Oh fuck!
Here we go. New Orleans has officially hosted 3 free agent running backs in Tuesday trials. They got running back Tyrion Davis, Price, Evan Hall, and Ian Wheeler. Why are y'all testing out running backs? Will?
Yeah, because hell, you know it's probably about to happen.
What Corey said?
Yeah, I ain't even gonna say it, but Corey said. But I mean, hey, it is what it is, man.
But
I know he wants to win, bro. I get it.
Where will he go?
shit.
Come on, Telly. Come on. It's only one spot. It's only one spot that makes sense. There is only one spot that makes sense.
I agree. The Giants makes perfect sense.
And I know you don't
Nah,
want to hear the damn Giants either.
you got to be for real, man. But the cards are lining up right. Like I said, Pacheco knee, that thing, it looked nasty. It looked nasty. They're gonna need, Kareem Hunt gonna need help. They got old boy 24, I forgot his name. He pretty solid, but he's no Kamara. So I know Kamara said he don't want to leave, but
No, he
it
said he
might be a
don't want
nice
to go Kansas City.
it might be a nice business decision though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he'll be crazy as hell. They call and he say no to it. He'll be crazy,
especially if the offer's good. Go ahead, bro. I'm gonna go and shed a tear for Lord Admiral Nelson, but go ahead.
Hey, I want to pose a question to the group. Are the Colts for real?
I don't think so, man.
I don't know.
I can't get behind them. We're gonna find out in this next stretch of games after this. They just played Tennessee. This next stretch gonna tell us all we need to know.
Yeah.
They got the Steelers up next.
They got the formula, man. They got the formula together. I think they'll make the playoffs. What they do after that, I don't know. But I think they can make the playoffs.
We shall see. Key matchups for next week. What y'all looking at?
I want to see.
I think
New England, Atlanta.
Man,
stop playing.
New England and Atlanta.
Yep.
Stop playing.
Hey, no, I'm serious.
No, man. You see that?
If we keep it in a book, it ain't too many good matchups this weekend. All of them, they seem to be pretty lopsided. There's no parity. You got Pittsburgh and Indianapolis. That's gonna be a good one. Should be a good one. Kansas City and Buffalo. The rest are, okay, Detroit. Nah, that's not a good one. The rest are just okay. Flip a coin. Whatever. The way everybody playing right now. There's no competitive games next week. I know y'all looking at the schedule. We got Chicago, Cincinnati, Minnesota, Detroit, Carolina, Green Bay, Los Angeles in Tennessee, Atlanta, New England. We talked about that. San Francisco got a scrimmage game against the Giants. You got Indy, Pittsburgh, Denver at Houston. That might be decent. Jacksonville at Las Vegas. Jacksonville by 10. New Orleans, New Orleans against the Rams. That's y'all shouldn't even show up. Y'all should not even show up.
Just go ahead and stay home.
Yeah, KC versus Buffalo, and then Seattle against Washington with their sophomore jinx. All that money Washington spent on defense, and they are not performing. They are not. Then you got Arizona at Dallas. Go ahead, Ant.
I think the Coach Steelers is one to pay attention to. I think that's one of the better games. I'm gonna like to see how if the Broncos play against the Texans. And I think the obvious Chiefs Bills and that's about it. Chiefs Bills and I think looks like Jayden's gonna be back for the Seattle game, so I think that could be good. But all other games are really fucking bad. Nobody's watching Dallas Cardinals. I mean, who fucking cares? So
this is like a official NFL bye week for everybody. Pretty much, it's just they're like, hey, who want to play this week? All right, we're like, yeah, whatever. It's nothing competitive.
Somebody roll the dice.
Yeah, about this upcoming week, man.
Oh,
I don't understand. What are they doing with these schedules?
Yeah, I don't know, man. For some reasons that I know this is no shot at you, Ant, but for some reason the San Francisco New York game is interesting to me. I don't know why, but it is.
Could be.
Could be an interesting game.
If Jackson Dart show out,
I mean, he's shown a propensity to make plays. I'll tell you that much.
I'm just saying, will you be on IR for the next show if
I might
You
have to
know,
go. I might have to go MIA with that one, Killer.
Shit.
I'm just saying because
You better bring
boy,
your
I
ass.
remember,
And
I remember when them Carolina Panthers beat them Falcons, boy. Rich
Ooh,
was chest was
early,
out. He was that boy was in here at 6:00. He was
no, was it
sitting
early,
up,
man,
early as hell?
early.
and then now all of a sudden he jumped ahead of it like, "Hey y'all, I'm traveling. I ain't gonna be there."
How you government shutdown and you travel?
He
I
working without pay.
Rich got
long as
45
he
kids, man. He can't work without no pay.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
long as he ain't using that government charge card, he should be good.
Well, we know people do crazy ass stuff.
Hey, bruh,
That's all I'm saying.
buy a
All I'm
car
saying.
on a government credit card? Who does that?
Last
You know,
A round. Last A round, fellas. They being blatantly honest, blatantly
obvious.
what's the word I'm looking for? What I'm obvious with Shador.
Yeah, yeah.
This shit is pathetic, bro. This is pathetic.
That's so fucking sad, bro. He even got
Man,
questioned.
you took the
He
word
even
right out
got
of my
fucking
mouth, bro.
questioned. They asked him that, and he came up with some old mediocre bullshit.
Bro, I don't know. It's got to be a script. It's got to be because your quarterback that you drafted is pure dumpster doo-doo juice.
Yep.
But when you asked about your next quarterback, you like, well, I'm focused on developing this one right now. That's where our focus is at. You say stuff like that, man. Like
That's fuckboy shit like no tomorrow.
I think they pulling the page from the Republicans, man. They saying stuff to get the Democrats all in their feelings, and everybody focuses on what Stefanski is saying, but not really what's going on behind closed doors. Because we not behind the closed doors, whatever. Because I couldn't play for a coach like that, man. At some point, I know my mouth. Yeah, we gonna have words. That's it's a weird situation to be in. I ain't never seen nothing like it. And then to hear that the Bengals made calls to ask about Shador, and you said no, we're not trading him, and we'll give you Joe Flacco, but you don't want nothing to do with the cat. Y'all make this make sense for me, man.
Bro, you know what they're doing, bro? My bad, Corey. My bad. But you know what they're doing? They're wanting him to act out so they can say, "See, this is why." That's the whole agenda behind that. And he's being humble and loyal. But if somebody do call for him, I hope he do fucking roll. I mean, they're gonna offer some money, and we all know money talks. So and he's gonna roll. Watch.
He ain't, man, because if they do let that happen, then that's going against the plan. The plan is not to play that kid. The plan is to break him in front of everybody.
Yeah,
Break him and
try
break
and
his
break him.
try to break him in front of his daddy and everybody. That's all this whole plan is, because none of this stuff makes football sense at all. Doesn't make proper management sense. Doesn't make any sense from a coaching standpoint at all. You want to put the best players on the field to give your team obviously a chance to win. And just because you have some light flashes of decency from Dylan doesn't mean that you don't give him any competition whatsoever. If he knows, like any other player knows, if I know there's a shot for me to get benched by somebody else, then I'm going to come with my everything, right? I'm going to give you everything I got. But if I know that I am safe, I don't have to go with no urgency. And that's what he's playing, the way the team is playing. They don't have to go any kind of urgency whatsoever, because their positions are safe. And the management is allowing it, the league is allowing it. It's all scripted, man. Like Corey said, it's a script because it makes zero sense.
NFL politics.
Well, shout out to the Cleveland Brown fans, man, because I wouldn't purchase not one ticket.
Yep.
I would not, man. I couldn't. And I'm a Buccaneer fan who went through years of being went through years of struggling. You know what I'm saying? But the way they struggling up there, and they playing in their face. They playing in the fans' face like, ha ha, we don't care. We don't care. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But hey, maybe we'll see him. Maybe we won't. Who knows? But that's been the show, man. Thanks for tuning in. Go ahead and like, follow, subscribe, and
Yeah.
share this content. And tune in to us next week. Until then.
All right, fellas. Peace
Peace.
out.